Once in a quiet town, two friends, Lachi and Joy, were known for their timid nature. They often avoided anything that might stir their nerves, preferring the safety of their homes and video games. One sunny afternoon, they decided to venture out for ice cream. However, their usual route was blocked, forcing them to take a shortcut that led them directly to the old cemetery on the edge of town. As they stepped through the wrought iron gates, an eerie silence enveloped them. The air felt thick, and shadows from the towering trees seemed to dance menacingly. Lachi looked at Joy, his eyes wide. Maybe we should turn back, he whispered. Joy nodded vigorously. Yeah, let's just get our ice cream another way. But just as they turned to leave, a rustling sound echoed behind them. They froze. What was that? Lachi stammered, gripping Joy's arm. They both stared into the shadows, their hearts pounding. Suddenly, a small dog darted out from behind a tombstone, wagging its tail. Lachi and Joy both exhaled in relief, laughing nervously at their fright. It's just a dog, Joy said, her voice shaking with a mix of fear and laughter. They decided to continue walking, but the cemetery was eerily quiet again, and every step felt heavy. They passed rows of weathered stones, each one telling a story of lives long past. This is kind of interesting, Lachi said, trying to sound brave. Joy nodded, but her eyes darted nervously. As they wandered deeper, they spotted a beautiful angel statue at the center of the cemetery. Look at that, Joy said, her curiosity piqued. As they approached, Lachi's fear faded slightly, replaced by fascination. Just then, the sun dipped behind a cloud, casting an ominous shadow over the statue. Joy gasped, and they both turned to run. But in their haste, they tripped over the uneven ground and tumbled into a small clearing. Lachi landed on his back, breathless, while Joy rolled beside him. They lay there, catching their breath, staring up at the sky. Maybe it's not so scary after all, Lachi said, still a little shaken. Joy smiled, her fear dissipating. Yeah, look at the clouds. They're like fluffy cotton candy. They laughed, a genuine sound that broke the tension. Slowly, they sat up, taking in their surroundings with new eyes. As they got to their feet, they noticed the small dog had followed them, sitting obediently nearby. Maybe we should name him, Joy suggested, her face lighting up with the idea. Cemetery Buddy, Lachi said with a grin, and they both laughed. The cemetery, once a source of dread, transformed into an unexpected adventure. Realizing they'd lost track of time, they decided to head back, this time with a new sense of bravery. They left the cemetery behind, not as cowards, but as friends who had faced their fears together.